Ladies and gentlemen, Pioneer Varsity Field Hockey is live and on the air. They're in the middle of announcing Pioneers. So let's turn it over to the public address announcer.
Rollins. Number 19, June Galvin. Number 20, Peyton Peters. Number 21, Mackenzie Skytman. Number 24, Clara Jones. Number 25, Lily Boardman. Number 26, Alexis Hayes. Number 28, Lucy Peeker. Number 33 is Sewell Park. Number 44, Bridget Schaefer. The Pioneers head coach is Jane Nixon, assistant coaches Katie Valley, Kate Henry, and Trish Mottler. And now in the white home uniforms for the Bulldogs. Number 1, Haley Hopkins. Number 2, Emily Heiss. Number 3, Lucille Taylor. Number 4, Cece Bear. Number 5, Aslam Eckert. Number 7, Brenna Taylor. Number 10, Sydney Baldwin. Number 11, Rowan Brickell. Number 14, Lexi Wall. Number 16, Kaylin Eckert. Number 18, Lindsay Partica. Number 19, Yika Kirstens. Number 20, Braden Shepler. Number 21, Grace Eckhout. Number 23, Slater Blues. Number 29, Maddie McCollum. And your Bulldog goalie, number 86, Lydia Timberlake. The Bulldogs are coached by Leslie Fry, Casey Fry, Corey Block, and Jenny Kemp. Tonight's officials are Maren Langford and Thomas Weinfurther. And at this time, we ask you to stand, remove your hats, and face the American flag at the northeast corner of the stadium for the playing of our national anthem.
As we are live here from Chelsea at Jerry Nealhouse Stadium, where it is your Pioneer varsity field hockey team taking on the Chelsea Bulldogs. We're very happy to be here with you. Thank you very, very much for joining us and cheering for whichever of these teams you are rooting for. Pioneers coming off of a huge win, 7-0 over Skyline back on Monday. They will be playing their next game Friday. That's going to be an early game. We won't be able to do that one because we have a Pioneer football game a little bit later, and that kind of takes up a lot. But it's going to be versus North Allegheny, 2:30 at the Michigan Lacrosse Stadium. I believe that's Ocker Field. So get out there and check that out. Fantastic stadium out there, so we would love to see you out there and cheering on the team. Pioneer comes out ready for the center hit. Solden out there. Pioneer in their black tops, white numbers on the front and back. Pioneer and black lettering on the front, purple skirts, black socks. As Chelsea is in their white tops with the dark blue Chelsea and black lettering, numbers in dark blue on the front and back, and the dark blue skirts. There's the ball. Hard to have a game without that, so they get that set up for the center hit. And we are underway as that goes back to Grabowski. Grabowski tries to feed it over onto the far side as Sutton brings it up the far wing. Sutton trying to get around Sutton on that far sideline, trying to squeak it ahead to Jones. There is a whistle, and it's going to go back the other way as Brenna Taylor will have it, sending it back over. Chelsea trying to feed it all the way back. That's grabbed back over there, sent by Pertika over onto the near wing, fed ahead over there by Kayleen Eckert. Now back controlled over onto the near wing. Wall has it. Wall putting it right on the near sideline, trying to bring that ahead is Eckhout. It's going to be back over to Pioneer. Rollins has it on the near sideline. 14-10 left to go here in the first, as that swung all the way around by Brady. Brady gets it over onto the far wing as that's brought up by Piekert. Trying to move it ahead to Sutton. Battle for it right on that far sideline. Grabbed by Brady. Brady trying to poke it ahead to Jones. Jones coming ahead with it. Stolen away. Good defensive play back over there by Kirstens. Still battling with it on that far sideline. Pioneer trying to get it deep. Coming over with it. And it's sent over to Grabowski just outside of the shooter circle. Grabowski trying to come top of the shooter circle. Grabowski has that poked away. Grabowski battling back over there with Eckhout. Here comes over onto the near wing. Grabowski trying to get a centering attempt that knocked away. Coming over onto the near side, fired all the way back. Rollins has it. Rollins trying to tip that back. Rollins in a big battle back over there with Aslan Eckert. Now coming ahead. Aslan Eckert has it, and pulled away by Jimenez. Jimenez moves it right back over to Rollins on the near wing. Rollins trying to feed it ahead. That poked by Bear. Trying to get it right on the near sideline. Rollins trying to bring that ahead. Rollins chips it up the pitch and tried to play back. Grabowski now. McGowan over there. There's a whistle that's going to go right over as Keelan Eckert start things off on a restart, trying to feed it through. Tipped back over there by Kirstens. Kirstens coming down the center into the shooter circle, pulled away by Rollins. Good job as Aslan Eckert was right there as that ball over onto the near sideline. Trying to bring it through as Chelsea trying to get it. Centered up, that pull back, tipped back over there by Echo. And will be sent from the near sideline and a whistle, and Pioneer will have to restart. Excuse me, that's going to go back over to Chelsea as Echo has it on the near sideline. Echo sends it back up the field. Control back over there by Keelan Eckert. Keelan Eckert coming up the numbers, trying to feed it through. That brought a head back over there by Bear, but a whistle that goes over to Pioneer. 11:53 left to go here in the first. And brought ahead is McGowan trying to feed it to Grabowski. Pulled away there by Keelan Eckert. Quickly ahead, Jimenez steals it away. Jimenez up the center of the field. Jimenez. Restart there for Pioneer. Jimenez looks over to the far side. Jimenez gets it over to Piekert. Piekert right on that far sideline, holding it in. Piekert sends it down the far sideline. That grab by Jones. Jones trying to get past traffic. Jones will restart, feeding it all the way down. Here comes Solden. Solden racing over for it. And pulled back in the far corner. Trying to feed that ahead was Pertika. Pertika back in that far corner. Right on the end line. That is going to be a whistle and come out. Pioneer will have it right around the 25-yard line as they'll restart. Brady trying to put it down on that far wing. Now Jones trying to get into the shooter circle. Jones coming down the end line as that was poked away from her by Kirstens. That is going to lead to what looks like a corner. Pioneer has their first corner of the game. 10:42 left to go here in the first as Chelsea gets their gear on. They'll get into the goal there. Coming over to take the corner traditionally has been Grabowski, and she will continue on the insert on the near side of the goal. Game time temperature 79 degrees, overcast skies. It's sent to the top of the shooter circle, grabbed there by Solden. Solden goes to her right. Solden trying to switch directions. Solden back, battling over there with Pertika. Now coming top of the shooter circle. Solden still battling, pulled away, but a whistle, and that's going to be a penalty. That's going to be another corner for Pioneer. 9:50 left to go here. Scoreless so far. Grabowski comes over to inbound over on the near side of the goal. Chelsea looks ready, waiting for the whistle. Grabowski again feeds it top of the shooter circle over to Solden. Solden over onto the near wing. That shot by Jones out in front and goes just far as Grabowski tipped it. But it had a little bit too much mustard on it, and it came out the end line off to the far side of the goal. Really good opportunity. That's going to lead to a 16-yard hit here for Chelsea. So they put it down onto the far sideline. Sutton racing over, trying to get to it. And pulled back by Burkle. Now fired ahead by Pioneer all the way down into the far corner. As they'll let that go. Booze just ushers that out the end line, and that will be Chelsea's ball for a 16-yard hit over onto the far side. On the far wing, moved ahead, knocked down over there by Sutton. Sutton trying to get it ahead. That knocked out the far sideline. Sutton again will restart. Sutton trying to get it through traffic. Now coming over, poked away from Grabowski. That'll be a restart. And it's going to go over Chelsea's way with 8:36 left to go. On the restart, that swung ahead. I believe there was Booze with it. Back, another whistle there. That's going to be Pioneers. Sweeping it forward was Grabowski, stealing it away. Moving it ahead was Brenna Taylor. Over on the far sideline, trying to move it ahead was Burkle. Whistle there. Burkle will reset on that far sideline. Pulled away. Good job. I believe that was Brady ahead. Here comes Pioneer as Solden has it poked away. Coming the other direction with it. Here comes Scheffler. Scheffler puts it onto the far wing. That launched all the way down. Pulled back away by Beaker. Grabowski trying to get to it. Lifted back the other direction by Brenna Taylor. Now here comes Pioneer. Brady moves it over onto the far wing. Grabowski has it down the far sideline. Grabowski trying to feed it over. That ball loose. Top of the shooter's circle. Whistle, and that goes over to Chelsea. 7:33 left to go here in the first. Chelsea fires it ahead. Knocked down by Sutton. Sutton on that far sideline. That poked ahead. Goes out the far sideline by Burkle. All set down over there by Peekert. Peekert moves it back. That's stolen away. Racing ahead with it. Here comes Hopkins. Hopkins down as there's going to be a whistle. Jimenez with the restart. Jimenez. Fantastic defense as always. Gets it moved over to Peekert. Peekert up the far wing. Peekert sweeps it ahead. Knocked down. Coming the other direction as that was fired ahead by Wall. Chelsea trying to get into a shooter circle. Peekert knocks that away, and Peekert will restart. Over onto the far sideline. Jones knocks it down. Jones battling back there. Sutton and Jones trying to get it away from Burkle. Burkle with the restart. Burkle puts it right on the far sideline, trying to move it ahead. That grab by Brady back on the far sideline. Out the far sideline. That's going to be Chelsea's ball. 6:15 left to go. Scoreless so far here in the first. And Chelsea, as we are on, we are on Wi-Fi, so occasionally we are getting a little bit of internet connectivity issues. I'll see if I can turn down that Wi-Fi at the period end. Battle forward as that comes back. Launched ahead. Right over midfield, back grabbing it is Pertika. Pertika moves it over onto the near wing, over to Kaylin Eckert. Kaylin Eckert all the way, and that will go out the near sideline. McGowan with it on the near sideline for Pioneer. McGowan brings it in. McGowan feeds it down. Here comes Solden down the end line. Solden trying to poke it through, but there's a whistle. And that is going to turn into a corner.
Let's go, defense! If you have time, Purple, take a look! If you have time, Purple, take a look!
That ball trying to come in, out in front. Shot and a goal! Pioneer goes up 1-0 here at 4:40 in the first. Pioneer goal. I didn't see who it was, so we'll get a report down there from the scores table, as I was not able to see who that was. All the way back over. Picked up Piekert with it. Piekert over. Trying to pull that away was Sutton coming ahead with it. Here comes Chelsea into the shooter's circle. Jimenez with it. Jimenez coming over. Trying to pull it away back over there is Aslan Eckert. Aslan Eckert into the shooter's circle. There's a shot, goes just wide. Park able to knock that away. 4:12 left to go. 1-0. Pioneer with the lead.
Keep it down here.
That ball moved over to Piekert. Piekert coming up the far wing. Piekert trying to get that away. Brady over to Sutton. Sutton on the far sideline. Sutton trying to move it ahead. Jones has it. Jones trying to get past traffic. Jones fires it all the way over. Solden, that knocked away. Good job by Chelsea. Feeding it ahead. Back over there was Kirstens. Kirstens. Down on that far wing that was Eckhout with it. Sent right into a shooter's circle. Rollins trying to get to it. Kicked away by Park all the way out. That'll go out the near sideline. 3:23 left to go here in the first. 1-0 Pioneer with the lead. It's going to come over for Kalen Eckert. Kalen Eckert lifts it. That knocked down by Scheffler, and that's going to be Pioneer with the restart. They feed it all the way out, right in front of the Chelsea bench. That's going to be grabbed there by Kalen Eckert. Kalen Eckert looks to her left. 2:49 left to go here in the first. Play down over to Bear. Bear brings it down the near sideline. Bear trying to fire it ahead over to Aslan Eckert. Rollins providing some pressure there. Bear gets it back on the restart. Looking for a cross. Got it over to Scheffler and a whistle. That's going to be a restart for Chelsea. Scheffler looks to her left. Scheffler moves it back. Picked up back over there as Kalen Eckert trying to get through traffic. Knocked away. Here comes Pioneer. Racing the other direction is Solden. Solden gets over midfield. Solden coming head with it. Solden chips it. Racing over. Trying to grab it is Boardman. Boardman on the edge of the shooter circle. Boardman trying to move it over. There is a whistle. That's going to go the other direction. 2:05 left to go here in the first. Pioneer with the score at 4:40. That ball slipped back. Trying to get to it is Brady. That'll be a whistle. Moving over onto the wing. Grab by Bear. Bear up the near sideline. Knocked away by Rollins. Bear gets it back. Now firing ahead with it. Aslan Eckert down the near wing. Aslan Eckert trying to get around Rollins. Centering attempt back over there. Tried to move it over the wall. Whistle is trying to feed it back over there. Was Jimenez is knocked away from Boardman up the near sideline. Bringing it ahead here is Kalen Eckert. Kalen Eckert trying to get across over to Scheffler. As that is coming back. Eckhout with it. Eckhout on the near wing. Echo knocked away by Rollins. Rollins on the near sideline. Rollins lifts it ahead and pulled back. Control back over there by Kalen Eckert. Kalen Eckert Feeds it across the field, coming in Wall, top of the shooter's circle. Wall gets a shot, and Park will let that go to the far side of the goal. 42 seconds left to go here in the first. 1-0 Pioneer with the lead. Ball comes out for a 16-yard hit. Jimenez has it there. Jimenez looks to her left-hand side, gets it over to Rollins. Rollins up the near wing. Rollins over to McGowan on the near sideline. Stolen away. Bear bringing it ahead. Bear shifts it over. Picked up, trying to move it back over to Taylor. Now bringing ahead is Scheffler. Scheffler into the shooter's circle. Jimenez knocks that away. But that is going to be a corner here. As Pioneer gets set up for the corner, 9 seconds left to go. They will let this corner happen. Even though the time has expired, they're going to let the corner happen before the end of the period. 1-0 Pioneer. We'll have a two-minute break between periods, but first and foremost, Pioneer set to go as that inserted from the far side, back over, shot, knocked down out in front as Rollins moves it over onto the near side, and that is going to go Pioneer's way, and that will do it for the first quarter. At the end of one, it is Pioneer 1 and Chelsea nothing. Let's hear a few messages from the MHSA.
Pioneers up 1-0.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation.
And the goal was given to number 5, Grace Grabowski.
Grabowski on the goal, as Howden got the assist. So appreciate that. Thank you very much to the fantastic public address announcer here, and we'll get right back to that MHSA.
Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
At the beginning of the second, it is Pioneer 1 and Chelsea nothing. Big matchup here between these two squads. Pioneer has been doing very, very well to open up the season. I can try and continue here at Chelsea. Solden with the center hit. Gets it back to Grabowski. Grabowski moves it over onto the far wing to Sutton. Sutton trying to bring it up the far wing. Over to Jones. Jones on that far sideline trying to get it away. Jones in a battle. She'll get the restart. Jones coming down that far wing. That chipped off of, as that should have gone off of Bear. So that will be Pioneer's ball over on that far sideline. Sent right back over to Brady. Brady trying to get past traffic. Is trying to poke that back away with Scheffler. That ball out the far sideline. That looks like that's going to be Chelsea's ball. 14:25 left to go. Here in, whoops, I need to advance the quarter here. It is the second. That's the fun of the manual scoreboard. Forgive me, I'll try and do my best to keep on it. It's easy to lose it while doing a play-by-play. Pulled over. Trying to sneak past traffic against Grabowski. Grabowski comes on the edge of the shooter's circle. Moves it over. There's a shot by Jones that just goes out the end line. Just before the goal there. That'll come out, looks like, for a 16-yard hit for Chelsea with 13:52 left to go. Here in the second, we really appreciate you joining us for a wonderful Wednesday game here, all the way over at Chelsea. That ball right on the far sideline, trying to hold it in is Hopkins. Hopkins trying to get it passed over there. Whistle, and that's going to go right back over as Brenna Taylor moves it ahead. Here comes Chelsea as that flipped over by Aslan Eckert. Onto the near wing, trying to hold it in was Burkle. Now grabbing it. Rollins will restart on the near sideline. Rollins trying to get it past traffic ahead. Now that's pulled back the other direction by Keelan Eckert. Keelan Eckert. Chip that went off of Grabowski, but that will be pulled back. Restart there. Keelan Eckert has it just over midfield, puts it down onto the near sideline. Burkle with it. Battling back over there as McGowan trying to get it away. McGowan with the quick restart on the near sideline. That goes out the near sideline. He's trying to move it ahead to Boardman, and that just slipped out. 12:30 left to go here before halftime. 1-0 Pioneer with the lead. Chelsea will get the restart on their own side of the 50, right in front of their own bench. Kaylin Eckert has it there. And now that pulled away. Here comes Brady. Brady fires it over to Grabowski. Grabowski looking onto the far side. Grabowski moves it over, trying to peel that back away as Sutton. Sutton puts it on that far sideline over to Jones. Knocked away from Jones, trying to get it back. Coming the other direction back over there was Boos. And will be a restart for Chelsea just on their own side of the 50. Sent ahead by Boos there. Knocked down Pioneer trying to move it ahead as they were back there looking for Maya Hammerman. Over onto the near wing, bringing it up. Here comes Keelan Eckert. Keelan Eckert right on the near sideline. Over to Burkle. Burkle gets a pass over. Coming in. Kirstens. Kirstens into the shooter circle. Kirstens moves it over. And a beautiful defensive playback over there by Peekert. Saves a goal. Peekert moves ahead to Jones. Jones trying to get it away from Boos. Jones trying to move it ahead right at midfield. That will be a Pioneer restart. Boy, Peekert with a timely defensive playback over there. Keeps it a 1-0 Pioneer lead. Peekert will get things started off. Back in her own defensive side. Knocked down. Now trying to move it over. Here comes Aslan Eckert. Aslan Eckert trying to get around Rollins. Over onto the near side. McGowan trying to get that now. Rollins has it on the near sideline. Rollins trying to move it up. And pulled back away by Aslan Eckert. Aslan Eckert comes to the near side of the shooter's circle. Cross over there. Knocked down. Moved right back over onto the near sideline. Holding it in. That fired back over by Burkle. Burkle gets it deep in. Now Jimenez has it in the shooter's circle. Trying to knock it away as that was pulled down by Aslan Eckert. That's going to come out for a 16-yard hit for Pioneer. 10:25 left to go. Here before halftime, Jimenez moves it over to Rollins on the near sideline. Rollins looking back up the middle of the field, trying to sneak it through traffic. Gets it over as trying to pull that ahead. Battle for it as Grabowski still coming up the near sideline. That will go out. Just on the Pioneer side of midfield, picking it right back up there is going to be Kaylin Eckert. Kaylin Eckert trying to get it past Maya Hammerman. Maya Hammerman with the restart. Well, looks like they're going to have that back over to Chelsea. 9:45 left to go here before halftime. 1-0 Pioneer with the lead. Kaylin Eckert moves it over towards midfield. Battle with it there is Brenna Taylor. Trying to bring it up. That knocked down. Here comes Grabowski. Grabowski sweeps it ahead. Knocked down onto the near sideline. Kaylin Eckert has it poked by McGowan there. McGowan trying to pull that away, and that turns in to a restart for Pioneer. McGowan trying to get through traffic. That pulled right back, but that's going to be a whistle again. McGowan leaves it there for Rollins. 9:13 left to go here before halftime. Rollins feeds it back. Picked up by Brady. Brady trying to fire it over. That knocked down by Hopkins. Hopkins in the shooter's circle. Kicked away by Park. Here comes Rollins down the near side. Rollins trying to feed it ahead. Knocked down again by Chelsea, coming again to Scheffler. Scheffler puts it onto the near sideline. Grabbed there by Burkle. Burkle centering attempt. Jimenez knocks that down. Jimenez trying to bring it ahead. Jimenez down onto the near wing. Poked ahead, trying to bring it ahead is McGowan. McGowan. There's a whistle. Restart by McGowan. Moves it all the way past Solden. Now here comes Maya Hammerman. And picked up back there by Brenna Taylor. Brenna Taylor up the center of the field. Brenna Taylor moves it over onto the far wing. Back to Brenna Taylor on the center of the field. Now picked up. Here comes Grabowski. Grabowski poked away. Coming the other direction is Echow. Echow for Chelsea. Sent all the way down. Jimenez racing over. Has it at the goal line. Jimenez. And on the near sideline, Jimenez trying to keep it away from a pair of Chelsea players that went off of Chelsea. As we approach the 8-minute mark, 1-0 Pioneer with the lead. Rollins looks to restart on the near sideline. Rollins has it. Rollins ahead. Trying to get through traffic. Back over there was Jones, but that's going to go over to Chelsea. Echow with the cross. Now trying to move over. Grabowski in a battle. Pulling it away back over there. Kaylin Eckert. Back out. Top of the shooter circle coming over. There's a shot that just went wide by Scheffler. Just a foot wide to the far side. 7:17 left to go here. Before halftime, 1-0 Pioneer with the lead. Chelsea has had the ball down here on the Pioneer side a fair amount. The ball over on the far side of the field, bringing it ahead. Trying to battle with it is Solden. She goes down, but that's going to be a restart for Pioneer. Grabowski. We'll leave it there as Brady will get things started as she'll get back about 5 yards from midfield. Brady trying to move it over as Lamb trying to get to it. Then pulled back by Chelsea up the far sideline as racing ahead with it was Boos. Back over to Pioneer as trying to get it over to Solden. Solden battling on that far side of the pitch. Solden will get a restart. Solden just outside the shooter's circle. Solden gets inside the shooter's circle. That pulled away back over there. Lamb trying to get that back away from Pertica. And he's going to turn into a 16-yard hit for Chelsea, though. 6 minutes left to go before halftime. 1-0 Pioneer with the lead. Sutton has it on the far sideline. Sutton brings it back. Sutton looking to her left. Sutton rolls it all the way over. Peeker trying to get it back over to Jimenez. Jimenez in the center. Jimenez over to Rollins. Rollins up the near side. Rollins right over the 50. Rollins trying to bring it ahead. Over to Jones. Jones coming up the near side. Jones, that swept right back over to Grabowski. Grabowski gets it ahead to Solden. And a whistle. Pioneer earns themselves a corner here. 5:22 left to go. Before halftime, 1-0 Pioneer with the lead. It's been a hotly contested defensive battle so far. Okay, Chelsea has had a lot of possession time in this second half. Pioneer hoping as Grabowski sends it over to Jones. Jones firing it as that gets knocked out over onto the near side. And it's going to go right back over to a corner. .440 left to go. Rollins comes in as they talk things over. Now Grabowski going on to the far side of the goal to put this corner in play. Grabowski set, waiting for the whistle. Grabowski over to Jones on the far side of the shooter circle. Over to Solden in the center spot. Solden trying to move it ahead. Sutton battling, and that goes to a 16-yard hit. As the Chelsea players get their protective gear off from the corner, and they'll leave it right around the 16. 4:05 left to go here before halftime. 1-0 Pioneer with the lead. That ball over onto the near side. trying to bring it ahead. Chelsea with it. That's grabbed by Kaylin Eckert. Kaylin Eckert. Whistle. Kaylin Eckert with the restart on the near sideline. She brings it ahead, and Maya Hammerman trying to knock it away. That grab, bringing it up, is Echow. It's over the 50. That will be a restart for Chelsea. 3:30 left to go here before halftime. That'll go just on the Chelsea side of the 50. As Kaylin Eckert moves it ahead. Pioneer knocks it down. Jones trying to keep it in. Hot pass, couldn't quite keep it in bounds. That is going to go right back over to Kaylin Eckert. Move back over on their own side of the 50, trying to pull that away is Lamb. Lamb battling back. Lamb continues. That'll be a restart for Pioneer. 3 minutes left to go before halftime. As Grabowski down onto the near side, that tipped back. Good defensive play by Chelsea, trying to bring it ahead is Kirstens. Kirstens sweeps it forward. Coming down onto the near wing. Grab there is Scheffler. Scheffler trying to get it past Jones. That went off of Jones. That will stay Chelsea's ball. 2:35 left to go before halftime as Kaylin Eckert will take it on the near sideline. Kaylin Eckert looks over to her left. Now moves it, trying to get it back. Lamb trying to chase that away, trying to get it away from Brenna Taylor. Now here comes Solden. Solden takes it. Solden coming down the far side of the field. Solden trying to go up the middle, trying to get it past. That will be a restart for Pioneer with 2:12 left to go. That ball over onto the far side, trying to bring it ahead is Sutton. Sutton down the far sideline. Sutton looking for a cross over to Lamb. Lamb that tipped and out the end line. That is going to come out for Chelsea. Under 2 minutes left to go here in the second. 1-0 Pioneer with the lead. Ball down on the far side, pulled back away by Brady. Brady has it for Pioneer. Brady trying to move it ahead. That knocked down back over there by Brenna Taylor. Brenna Taylor trying to get that back. Brenna Taylor over onto the far sideline. Sutton battling her there. Brenna Taylor gets past midfield. Brenna Taylor continuing to come down. Sutton gets right back in front of her. Brenna Taylor trying to move it over. That tips, but finding its way past over to Kirstens. Kirstens played down by Rollins. Ahead, coming in onto the near wing. Sent over, knocked down and in. And that was a goal. Should be by Hopkins, number 1. And Chelsea ties it up with 1 minute 13 seconds left before halftime. That was a Chelsea goal. I believe it was Hopkins who put it in, number 1. And we are all knotted up. Grabowski up the center of the field, gets it over to Maya Hammerman, knocked down. And moved over onto the near wing. Jones tips that away, picked up. Pioneer trying to grab that back as that's swept forward. Here comes Solden ahead to Maya Hammerman, slips right past Maya Hammerman, trying to get to it before it goes out. Maya Hammerman into the near corner. Good job trying to keep it out. That goes out the near sideline. That should be Pioneer's ball with 46 seconds left to go. Oh, the official saw it different. That's going to be Chelsea's ball with 40 seconds left as they have a better view than I do. Kaylin Eckert trying to move it ahead. Battle. Jones trying to pull that back out the near sideline. Jones over. Maya Hammerman trying to get it back to Solden. Solden. She had 4 goals on the game Sunday versus Nichols School. Now Solden trying to get that back. Controlled by Chelsea. 13 seconds left. Deep in their own zone. Trying to bring that over was Burkle. That'll be Pioneer's ball. No, yeah, it did look like it went off of Pioneer. That fires all the way back. Jimenez picks it up back on her own side, and that will do it as we go to halftime. Halftime, it's 1-1 between Chelsea and Pioneers. So we'll take a few messages from the MHSAA, and we'll be back with your second half action.
Goal was by Haley Hunt.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sport skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
All righty, as we're about to get right back going here for the third quarter. 1-1 is the score as Pioneer scored at 4:40 in the first, as that was Grabowski from Houghton to put that in. And then in the second at 1:13, it was a Chelsea goal. That was Hopkins from Aslan Ecker. All knotted up. Pioneer now going from left to right here as Timberlake goes down to the right. As soon as Pioneer comes out, Park will go down to the left. Here comes Park. Well, Chelsea able to get this game tied. It'll be up to Pioneer to try and get the momentum back. Try and keep Chelsea from taking a game-tying goal and turn it into a game-leading goal. Kirstens ready for the center hit. Kirstens lifts it high all the way down. That goes back behind Rollins. Rollins goes back to get it in along the end line. Rollins trying to sweep it ahead. That knockdown into the center circle. Jimenez with it there. Jimenez chips it down the far end line. Jimenez trying to feed it ahead. Gets that over as Pioneer trying to pull it out. There was Grabowski. She has it knocked away. Here comes Chelsea the other direction. Trying to flip that over as Kirstens. Kirstens on that far side. Pioneer knocking it away. As that ball comes all the way down, Jones racing down the far wing with it. Jones trying to move it ahead over to Hoden. And we'll come back, and that will be Chelsea with the ball. That taken back. Now Grabowski feeds it. Here comes Hoden. Hoden putting it in is grabbing at Boardman on the edge of the end line, trying to feed that out in front. Battle for it, still trying to poke that away, and coming out of the mix with it back over there was Pertica. And ball will come out to the 16 as Kaylin Eckert will get things going, trying to knock it away as Hoden. Kaylin Eckert again on that far sideline, trying to chip it ahead, knocked down by Grabowski. Grabowski racing down the far sideline. Grabowski stops there, trying to get away from two different Chelsea players. Now Grabowski in along the end line. That poked back away. Again, really good defense back over there by Booze as Grabowski was trying to work her way through traffic. Now lifted down on that far wing, knocked down by Rollins. Rollins moves it over as that's brought back over. Solden trying to get to it. Racing over Brady. Brady trying to move it back. Played down off of Jimenez. Now that picked up by Hopkins. Ball moving over. Rollins trying to pull that away on the edge of the shooter's circle. Shot there. And a goal as that was put in back over there. Believe that was number 19. Looks like it was number 19, which is Kirstens. So Chelsea goal, they did indeed. Kirstens makes it a Chelsea lead, 2-1. So Chelsea with the big momentum. The Pioneer fans trying to get their team fired up as Sutton moves it down onto the near side, trying to pull that away. Battle for it back is Brenna Taylor trying to lift it down the field. Gets it over to Hopkins. Hopkins challenged back there. Peekert moves it over. Here comes Sutton. Sutton makes a move towards the center of the field. Gets it over to Solden. Solden races, firing it all the way down for Grabowski. Now Hoden trying to get to it, and that just out of a reach. That'll go out the far sideline. That will be Chelsea's ball. 2-1, Chelsea with the lead. 11:56 left to go here in the third period. Still 77 degrees out for our second half temperature. So it's gone down about 2 degrees. Whistle, that's going to go over to Pioneer. As Grabowski on that far sideline. Grabowski over to Brady. Brady trying to get past traffic. Back over to Grabowski. Grabowski has it in the far corner. Grabowski triple teamed as that's knocked away by Chelsea. Bringing it the other direction is Kaylin Eckert. Battle for it back in that far corner. Whistle. That is going to be a corner for Pioneer. 11:05. Pioneer able to earn themselves a corner. So they want to get this game back level. 2-1. Chelsea with the lead here under 11 minutes to go. Grabowski Set to take the corner, get things started, inbounded on that far side of the goal. Just waiting for the whistle as Chelsea gets all their gear on. Now Grabowski moves it. Solden, top of the shooter circle. Solden with a blast over on the near side. Fired. Boardman trying to get that shot as that was blocked. Booze has it out the end line. That should be Pioneer's ball. No, that went off of Pioneer apparently. So that'll come out to for a 16-yard hit. That played off of Boardman. That's going to be Pioneer as Jones has it on the edge of the shooter circle. Jones trying to feed it out in front. Knocked away from Jones. That's good defensive play back over there. That was Pertica with it. Pertica. Restart over onto the near sideline. Eckhout with it. Eckhout. And pull back. Here comes Solden. Solden. Coming up the center of the field. Solden trying to get past traffic. That knocked away, but Solden will have it on a restart. Solden trying to get into the shooter circle. Solden has it knocked away, racing the other direction. That is going to be Brenna Taylor. Here comes Chelsea with the restart, knocked away by Rollins. Now back over on that far side. Hoden with it. Hoden coming down the far sideline. Hoden trying to keep away from a pair of Chelsea players. That's going to be Chelsea's ball. 9:13 left to go. Here in the third, 2-1, Chelsea with the lead. That ball will go out the far sideline. Chelsea trying to hand what I believe would be Pioneer's first SEC loss. Rollins moves it all the way back. Pioneer looking to get this game level and take it over. That ball wouldn't settle down over on the far side. Bringing it up is Brady. Brady trying to knock it past. That dragged down over there by Aslan Eckert. Aslan Eckert on that far sideline. Restart. Knocked away by Rollins. Rollins up the field. Rollins up that far side. Rollins is dispossessed. That moves over. Poked away, but coming back. Top of the shooter's circle. Now that brought all the way down onto the near sideline. Here comes Boardman for Pioneer. Boardman trying to move it ahead to Hoden. Hoden has it on the near sideline. Hoden has it poked out. 8:10 left to go here in the third. Sutton moving it over to Jones. Jones trying to get across. Pulled all the way over, but couldn't find a Pioneer player. It's Burkle bringing it the other direction. Here comes Rollins with the interception. Over to Grabowski. Grabowski puts it down, and that just passed Hoden's stick. That will go out the end line, and that will be Chelsea's ball. 7:45 left to go here in the third. 2-1, Chelsea with the lead. They'll bring it out to the 16 over on that far side of the field. So I believe that's Kaylin Eckert over there. Pioneer with the steal coming in. Stopping there is Solden. Solden top of the shooter circle. They've really had some good defense on Solden so far. Chelsea working their way over midfield. Racing back ahead with it is Kirstens. Here comes Jimenez the other direction. Jimenez moves it down. Grabbed by Grabowski. Grabowski trying to get it over to Hoden. Hoden back over to Grabowski into the shooter circle. And it's going to come back out to the 20. Pioneer will restart there. 6:50 left to go. Grabowski trying to weave her way through traffic into the shooter circle. Grabowski takes the shot. Is that trying to get to Boardman, and that just out of her reach. That will come back out to Chelsea. 6:35 left to go. Here in the third, 2-1, Chelsea with the lead. 16-yard hit for Chelsea as they put it on the near sideline, then quickly feed it all the way up for Bear. Bear up this near sideline, knocked down. Trying to steal that away was Peekert. Peekert with it on the near sideline. Peekert looks to her left. Now Peekert, she saved the goal earlier. Pulled back. Brady moves it all the way back to Jimenez. Jimenez up the center of the field, over to Rollins. Rollins on the far side. Rollins trying to lift it ahead, trying to avoid pressure. Rollins over midfield. Rollins Over to Grabowski, keeping it in. Grabowski battling a pair of Chelsea players. Grabowski now trying to move through traffic. That is going to be Pioneers ball. 5:45 left to go here in the third. 2-1, Chelsea with the lead. Rollins back, gets it over to Grabowski. Grabowski looking her way, trying to get through a trio of defenders. Grabowski with the restart. Grabowski over to Hoden in the far corner. Solden trying to get to it. There's a whistle. Solden with the restart. Solden just outside the shooter's circle. On the far side, Solden stops, feeding it with a cross, trying to get it over to Jones. Jones on the end line. Jones trying to work her way around for Chelsea players. Jones continuing to battle there. That pulled back out, but that's going to be a corner. As hard work by Jones and along the end line earns Pioneer a corner. An opportunity here to get this game tied up. 4:50 left to go here in the third. 2-1, Chelsea with the lead. Grabowski ready for the insert on the far side of the goal. Chelsea getting all their safety gear on. That's very important. Here comes Grabowski. That over to Solden, top of the shooter circle, moved it over to Jones. Jones with the shot. And it's going to come back out to Chelsea. 4:14 left to go here in the third. 2-1, Chelsea with the lead. They have the 16-yard hit over on the far side of the field. Knocked away. Hoden trying to get to it in the shooter's circle. That pulled back away on the far side by Pertica. Will stay Chelsea's ball. 3:45 now over on that far side. Sorry, missing a little mic action for the field. All the way back to Rollins. Rollins has it. Rollins trying to move it ahead. That knocked away back there by Scheffler. Restart for Pioneer. Now stolen away. Here comes Chelsea all the way ahead. Trying to move it over to Aslan Eckert. Aslan Eckert trying to get it into the shooter's circle. Rollins battling back over there. Rollins able to pull that away. Rollins on the far sideline, but that goes out. That will be Chelsea's ball. Nope, they changed directions. That'll be Pioneer's ball. 3:10 left to go here in the third. Pioneer down by a goal. Rocketed ahead by Rollins, stolen away. Now trying to move it back, edge of the shooter's circle. Jimenez with it there. Jimenez trying to get through Chelsea traffic. That's going to be a restart for Pioneer. Jimenez over on the far sideline. Rocketed ahead to Grabowski. Grabowski trying to move it over midfield. Grabowski that ahead. Here comes Jones. Jones moving. Jones trying to get into a shooter's circle. Jones with it coming in. Jones trying to get a shot off, and that just goes wide to the near side. And I believe went off of a Chelsea player. We will see. No, it looks like it's going to come out for a 16-yard hit for Chelsea. 4:13 left to go here in the third. 2-1, Chelsea with the lead. Ball over, and that will go out the near corner. That is going to be Pioneer's ball. Sutton will have it over. Sutton gets it over. That moves back over. Sutton will restart, or that'll get moved over to Brady. Brady just inside the near sideline. Brady lifts it down, knocked down by Solden. Solden on the near edge. Solden in along the end line. Solden with the restart. 1 minute 39 seconds. Solden trying to get past a number of players back there. Pulled ahead by Kirstens, and that's going to be Chelsea with the restart. All the way back over. Hopkins trying to get to it. Pulled back away by Peekert. Peekert over to Sutton on the near side. Knocked the other direction. Now coming ahead with it. Here comes Bear. Bear down the near sideline. Bear, that poked out. Pioneers ball. 1:12 left to go here in the third. 2-1, Chelsea with the lead. Moved quickly ahead now on the near sideline. Just a little hot for Sutton to handle there. Brenna Taylor with it. Brenna Taylor moves it over. We're under a minute left to go. Pioneer ahead. Down the near sideline with it. Racing ahead. As that was a battle back over there by Schultz. Now sent the other direction. And over to Jimenez. Jimenez trying to work her way past. Aslan Eckert there, but that's going to be a restart. Jimenez all the way down on the far side. That took a weird bounce. Grabowski couldn't quite corral it. 30 seconds left to go. That's going to be Chelsea's ball. They have the lead 2-1 over on the far sideline. 25 seconds left to go here in the third. Leave over there is Kaylin Eckert. Kaylin Eckert trying to lift it ahead. Grab, trying to knock it away. Is battled back over there by Kirstens. Now Rollins trying to get in the way. That comes over, kicked away by Park, and she'll send it out the end line. That will do it for the third at the end of 3. It is Chelsea 2, Pioneer 1, as it was a goal in the first. Pioneer took the lead, as that was Grabowski at 4:40. Then at 1:13, it was a goal by Hopkins in the second that tied it up. Then at 12:48, it was a Chelsea goal by Kirstens to take the lead. We'll head into the fourth here. Let's hear from the MHSAA.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sport skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Pioneer takes the field. You can hear both teams' fan bases trying to urge them on to victory. Pioneer going left to right here in this fourth quarter, down by a goal, 2-1. Chelsea with the lead. Center hit for Chelsea coming up is Kirstens, who had the go-ahead goal. Will take the center hit. That's lofted all the way down into the far corner. Knocked down by Rollins there. Rollins trying to move it ahead over onto that far wing as Grabowski brings it ahead. Grabowski battling over on that far sideline. Grabowski trying to bring it ahead. Whistle. Grabowski feeds it over as Hoden trying to get that back, or excuse me, that's Kolb over on the far sideline. Kolb trying to pull that away, and that's going to go out the far sideline. Pioneer ball. Grabowski popped up. Solden knocks it down. There's a whistle. 4:20 left to go. Pioneer with the restart. 2-1. Chelsea with the lead. Ball's going to come back over onto that far wing. Grabowski has it on the far sideline. Grabowski trying to get it through traffic. That picked up on the end line. Trying to come down the end line. I believe that might have gone out the end line. Is back over there. That was Pertica with it. And Pioneer will restart at the 25. So it did go out off of Chelsea. Trying to get to it. That's going to be a Chelsea restart. Chelsea moves it ahead. That knocked down. Grabowski gets it back over onto the near side. Brady trying to feed it over. Coming up the near wing is McGowan. And it's going to be a restart for Pioneer. McGowan on the near sideline. McGowan Looks to her left, McGowan. Over to Grabowski. Grabowski. That poked right back to McGowan. McGowan trying to get to it. Hold the other direction. Back by Bear. Bear moves it over to the far side to Aslan Eckert. Aslan Eckert knocked right back away. Pioneer trying to get it. Here comes Grabowski. Grabowski over to Kolb. Kolb just outside the shooter's circle. Kolb trying to get it over to Jones, but a whistle. That is going to be Chelsea's ball. 12:56 left to go here in the fourth. 2-1, Chelsea with the lead. Knocked down all the way back, coming up the far sideline. There's back over there is Echo. Echo has it, switched, and that's going to be Pioneer with the restart. Rollins has it. Rollins trying to get past traffic over to Kolb. Kolb coming up the far sideline. Kolb continuing with it. Kolb gets it over to Jones. Jones in a big battle back over there trying to get it away from Pertica. Well, and that will go restart Pioneer. 12:13 left to go. Grabowski spins. Grabowski sends it. Held in. Now a centering attempt. But that pulled away. Sent the other direction by Bear. Coming through center. Hopkins fires it all the way down. Racing back to get it is Jimenez. Jimenez stops there. Jimenez. Now Rollins with the restart. 11:45 left to go. Here in the fourth, 2-1, Chelsea with the lead. Rollins over on that far side. Rollins. Over. Rollins will restart again on that far sideline. Rollins. Blasted ahead. That will go out the far sideline. Chelsea ball. Set up that's Kaylin Eckert on the far sideline. She gets things ready for a restart. Rolls it back over now, moving it towards center. Gathered up there, bringing ahead Booz. Booz puts it over onto the near wing. Grabbing it is Burkle. Burkle trying for a centering attempt. Good job to knock that down. Pioneer trying to bring it forward down the near sideline as McGowan will restart there. 10:45 left to go here in the fourth. 2-1, Chelsea with the lead. Pioneer would really, really like to get a goal to get this game even. Now trying to pull it ahead. Here comes Schultz. Schultz down the near sideline. Schultz moves it over as that's tipped. With it, Jones. Jones on the near sideline. Jones trying to spin with it. Jones trying to get through traffic. That's going to be a restart by Jones. Jones. Let it come back over as that will be Solden. Solden comes in along the end line. As we approach the 10-minute mark, that will come out for a 16-yard hit for Chelsea. So we're under 10 minutes to go. 2-1, Chelsea with the lead. Lifted ahead, that deflected all the way back. Hopkins races over to try and get to it. Hopkins in a battle, that comes out the near side. Sutton will get the restart for Pioneer. Sutton moves it over. Now that launched ahead. Here comes Schultz. Schultz has that knocked the other direction. Schultz trying to get to it on the near sideline. She'll restart. Schultz sweeps it over, trying to get it to Solden, but that knocked away the other direction by Scheffler. Now rocketed past as McGowan trying to feed it over to Jones. Pulled back the other direction. As that was Brenna Taylor with it. Brenna Taylor launches it through traffic. That'll come all the way back. Jimenez with it. Pressure coming. Jimenez moves it over to Sutton on the near sideline. Sutton ahead. Here comes Brady. Brady all the way over to Rollins on the far side. Rollins bringing it ahead. Rollins trying to move it over to Grabowski. That knocked away. Now that fired all the way over. Picked up by Jimenez. Jimenez makes her way through traffic. Jimenez poked back away but grabs it. Jimenez trying to make a good move. Jimenez lifts it ahead. As grabbed, now that's rocketed ahead by Solden. Kolb has it over on the far wing. Kolb trying to launch it into the shooter's circle. Jones trying to come back. That grab back over there by Kaylin Eckert. 8:22 left to go here in the fourth. 2-1 Chelsea with the lead. Timeout called as we'll play a little push on, try and get everyone fired up for the remaining 8 minutes and 17 seconds.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
8:17 left to go here in the fourth. Chelsea is up 2-1. Pioneer wants to get this game tied up, and then they can try and take momentum back. But first, they have to get a go on Chelsea. Chelsea would love to get an insurance goal. You can hear the Pioneer faithful as that ball all the way over on the far sideline, right around the 15-yard line. Chelsea will get things started. It's Kaylin Eckert. That goes out the far side. Kaylin Eckert again with it. Kaylin Eckert moves it right back over to Kirstens. Trying to bring it ahead. Pioneer looking to intercept. Coming through traffic. And pulled back the other way. Grabowski with it. Grabowski with the restart. Moved it to Solden, but they'll have Pioneer restart as they're trying to get that ball where the official wants it. 7:40 left to go here in the fourth. Pioneer down by a goal. Solden lifts the ball up high over on the near wing to McGowan. McGowan trying to bring it ahead. McGowan trying to feed it through traffic. Over. Schultz with it in the shooter circle. Schultz. And that comes out to the 16 for Chelsea. 7:20 left to go here in the fourth. High ball up over on the near sideline. Trying to feed it ahead is Bear. Now right over the 50. Coming ahead with it, Booz. Puts it over for Bear on the near sideline. Bear trying to get through traffic. A good job by Jimenez to knock it away. Jimenez over on the near wing for Pioneer. Jimenez rockets it, but it goes out the sideline. Under 7 minutes left to go. Chelsea has it on the Pioneer side of the 50. As Booz moves it ahead. Now coming, Bear has it. Bear on the near wing. Bear trying to get it centered. That pull back over. Coming ahead with it. Pioneer on that far side. Battle for it. Stolen away. Coming the other direction into the shooter's circle. Battle for it as that's going to come out to 16 for Pioneer. Jimenez will take it there. 6:25 left to go as Rollins has it over on the far sideline. Rollins ahead. Grabbing it, swept over onto the near sideline, and nobody home. That'll go out, and that'll be Chelsea's ball. So we approach 6 minutes left to go. 2-1. Chelsea with the lead as that pulled away. Bears centering attempt. Rocketed down, and that will go out the near sideline again. Chelsea with it. As they'll restart, Booz will have it just on the Pioneer side of midfield. Trying to get through traffic. Now McGowan moves it over. Here comes Solden. Solden ahead to Schultz. And just off the tip of her stick out the near sideline. That is going to be Chelsea's ball. 5:30 left to go here in the fourth. 2-1, Chelsea with the lead. And knocked down by Bear. McGowan trying to get it away. Now that's sent ahead. Brenna Taylor has it. Over on the far side, brought ahead. Here comes Chelsea. Moved all the way into the far corner, trying to get a centering attempt. Knocked away by Brady. Brady has that poked. Now Grabowski moves it over onto the far side. Chelsea with it. Trying to work her way through traffic. It's Kaylin Ecker. Kaylin Ecker over, and that will go out the end line. And they'll come out to 16 for Pioneer. 4:45 left to go. Here in this, the fourth quarter, Pioneer down by a goal. The ball comes all the way out towards midfield. Now here comes Pioneer racing down the near sideline. Now McGowan gets it over to Schultz. Schultz trying to work her way through traffic. That's a whistle. McGowan with the quick restart. McGowan moves it over into the near corner. Here comes Jones down the near sideline. That went out. That is going to be Pioneer's ball as they'll take it right about the 25-yard line. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the fourth as McGowan trying a centering attempt, knocked down there. Here comes Chelsea the other direction. Ball over on the near wing. Chelsea sends it all the way over midfield. That will go out the near sideline. Pioneer's ball, but we're under 4 minutes left to go. Chelsea's ball must have touched a Pioneer player. So Chelsea will have it on the near sideline. That is going to be Bear with it. Bear looking to her left. Trying to chip it over. Solden with it. Solden trying to split a pair of players. Solden sweeps it ahead for Jones. Jones trying to get through traffic. Jones moves it ahead as racing. Boardman trying to get to it, but that's a whistle, and it's going to come all the way back. 3:29 left to go. There's going to be a timeout call. Let's play a low push on. .29 left to go here in the fourth as Pioneers down by a goal trying to get this game tied up. 2-1, Chelsea with the lead here at Chelsea. Big opportunity for Pioneer to make a big comeback. Chelsea trying to make a statement win here. McGowan has the ball. Now she'll leave that be, and it's going to be Brady, I believe, with the hit. Jones over to her left. McGowan to her right. Brady lifts it high up as that comes down, and that will go out the end line. That will be Chelsea's ball as they'll bring it back out to 16. 3:15 left to go here in the fourth. Time becoming a factor for Pioneer. They still have time left, but they have to keep that ball down. Coming ahead with it, Sutton moves it over. Here comes Jones. Jones trying to get past a pair of Chelsea players. McGowan will restart. McGowan quickly over and pulled away as Chelsea coming with it. Grabowski trying to get it back. That poked away from Grabowski. And we'll go over the other direction. 2:40 left to go here in the fourth. 2-1, Chelsea with the lead. Ball out for a 16-yard hit. Over onto the far sideline, brought ahead. Then we'll go out the far sideline. Rollins looking for the restart. Rollins went off of a Chelsea player. Rollins will restart again. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. Rollins trying to feed it ahead. Ball grabbed as Grabowski trying to make her way through traffic. Now Jones trying to knock it away. Chelsea has it right towards the center. Now that ball controlled, trying to feed it ahead. Knocked down over there by Brenna Taylor. Right towards midfield. Hopkins had it. And pulled the other direction. Rocketed ahead by Brady. Now on. Out the near sideline. Lamb will leave it there as Sutton will have it. 1 minute, 37 seconds left to go. Pioneer in need of a goal in quick manner. Restart for Pioneer. Sutton looking to her left. Sutton pulls it back. Sutton moves it across. Poked back. Sutton trying to grab it away. Still loose over there, and that's going to be Chelsea's ball with 1 minute, 15 seconds left. Goes out the near sideline. Clock counting down as Jimenez boogieing all the way back to get that ball. Good job by Jimenez to have a large sense of urgency. Up the near sideline, and that goes out. That's going to be Chelsea's ball. 1 minute left to go. Pull back over as Bear has it. Bear trying to move it ahead. That ball onto the near sideline. That's going to be Pioneer's ball. Quickly McGowan up, and that will be a restart. 48 seconds left to go. All set right back at the 50. 48 ticks of the clock left. Sutton has it, trying to make her way through traffic. Here comes McGowan. McGowan moves it ahead. That played down as it hopped over Jones's stick. Jones trying to pull that away. There's 34 seconds left to go. Jones goes down on the pitch as she is trying to get stretched out there, I hope, as a teammate is helping her get that right leg stretched. So we are really hoping it's only cramping. Still 73 degrees out, but the temperature dropped about 8 degrees during the portion of the game. So heading back into more fall-like territory for this evening. Again, this next game for Pioneer Field Hockey will be 2:30 at the Friday at the Michigan Field Hockey Stadium versus North Allegheny. We will not be able to have that broadcast with you because it just takes a little bit to do Pioneer varsity football, which we will have versus Saline 7 p.m. Friday as Jones is up and she's jogging over towards the side. So Jones trying to make her way off as quickly as possible. So good clapping by both sets of fans for the injured player getting up. We appreciate great sportsmanship by these fans. Ball moved back over. That's going to be Pioneer's ball. 30 seconds left to go. Pioneer trying to sweep it ahead. The ball down on that far sideline. Pulled back over. I believe that's Kirsten's with it. Or no, that's Brenna Taylor with it. Back over. Pioneer coming down the far sideline. That poked out the far sideline. And centering attempt into the shooter's circle. Knocked away. McGowan trying to fire it in. Loose. Poked back. Trying to get a shot. Chelsea brings it over on the near side, and that will do it. Pioneer faces their first loss in SEC play as it is Chelsea winning 2-1. So, hard-fought defensive game between these two teams. One goal game. Pioneer will take this, learn from him, move on, and get better at Chelsea. Good feather underneath their cap as again Pioneer will play 2:30 at the Michigan Field Hockey Stadium, Ocker Field, 2:30 versus North Allegheny. Our next broadcast will be the Pioneer football game versus Saline on Friday at 7 p.m. Thank you very, very much for your cheering for both of these teams. For our camera person, Christina Wiseman, my name is Mark Wiseman. Thank you, and have a great rest of your